James, driver of the 13 Mitigator Ford Fusion. I'd like to thank you for listening to Let's Talk Racing.tv.
Driver of the number 5 Kiker Motorsports Camry. Welcome to Let's Talk Racing TV.
With Rockingham Speedway. Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Tony Peter, driver of the number 17 Toyota NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing. Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
In the 22 car. Hey, we're on the air.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Let's Talk Racing tonight. Matt's a little slow on the get-go here. He's still trying to find out a good scoop on poop. Anywho, we got Tom will be along shortly. He's running late. Must have been that time of year for him to take his yearly shower or something. Was that what it was?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
It's Christmas shower. That's what it was.
Christmas shower.
That's what it was. So what's happening?
Well, not much, and it's actually pretty quiet on here tonight. I think we got Candace calling in, right?
Yep, Candace is calling in.
What time is she calling in?
7:30.
7:30. So we get to bullshit for about a half hour.
We get the bullshit.
Let's see.
You were telling me about
Todd Gordon has been named the crew chief for the 22 Shell Pennzoil car at Penske Racing.
but there ain't no driver yet.
I don't think they've named the driver. Richard Petty Motorsports is considering Kurt Busch into the 43.
But
Possibility. Somebody just texted me. I can find out. Oh, okay. It's on here too. But that is all in contingency of Jack Roush Racing.
yeah, because they supply the engines.
No, they supply the car.
They supply the car? I thought they were doing the engines too. Or just the engines.
And it says where was that? Not
What?
too sure. Jack Roush, who Bush and team supplies cars and engines to RPM, would allow this to happen. So that'll still under. That's still interesting. Scott Speed
He did P.
joins
Speed.
11 racing, 11 family racing. They're going to do 15, I think.
Cool. Well, you know about the first race that's coming up, right? The Budweiser Shootout.
Yeah, but shootout's coming up.
Okay. They're going to supposedly keep the same format as 2011. Be 75 laps, 2 segments, 25 and a 50. Both green and yellow flags will count. Be a 10-minute pit stop in between. Change tires, fuel, make chassis adjustments. Everything has to be on pit road or in the garage. Changing of spring, shock absorbers, rear ends will not be permitted.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Why would you say that?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
one of the shootouts, he went to change gear when they did the mandatory caution. And they told him he couldn't do it. And he said, well, it ain't in the rules. And he kind of pitched a bitch about it.
So now it's in the rules. Okay.
So now it is in the rules.
The draw party will start at 8 p.m. on Friday, February 17th on the speed stage, just outside Turn 4. Well, they got this already all planned way out, and it's still 2 months away.
Yeah, man, they do it all out.
Following qualifications with eligibility based on a driver having competed in NASCAR Sprint Cup Series within the last 2 seasons. 25 drivers who finished in the top 25 in drivers' points in this past year. Past Bud Shootout champions. Past Daytona points race winners.
Does that mean Logano can't do it this year?
Let's see. Trevor is eligible. He's won the Daytona. Michael Waltrip, Ward Burton, Dale Earnhardt, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jarrett, Derek Cope, and Richard Petty. Those guys have won the Daytona 500 since '79.
Well, Dale Earnhardt is... So Richard Petty, and you know, when fun fact, Richard Petty's never ran a Bud Shootout.
Yeah. Let's see. Bill Elliott is eligible. Jeff Bodine is eligible. Derek Cope, Michael Waltrip, Jamie McMurray, of course, Trevor Bayne, Terry Labonte, and Ken Schrader from winning previous Budweiser shootouts and Daytona 500s. Oh, good golly. Long list. Dang, Tony Stewart won it back 2001 and 2002 and 2007. We should have Tony over here with us tonight, you know?
Yeah. This is interesting.
What's this?
NASCAR will use high-definition instant replay system.
Oh, God.
Telestream.
What is this? Everybody's getting into the replays now? Going to call a timeout or something? Or throw a flag up on the field? What? Come on. What is this, freaking football or what?
It's going to be high def, and it says this will allow race officials to instantly see detailed information to make rapid decisions about on-track aspects of the race. Telestream's Pipeline HD video capture system simultaneously acquires...
Can you say that fast 3 times?
No. Simultaneously acquires multiple camera feeds in high-quality Apple Pro resolution 720p as well as other HD and SD formats. So they are going to instant replay.
Oh, that's a whole new can of worms.
Boy, that's going to open up too many cans.
Now you did know Tony won the 2011 Driver of the Year award too, right?
Yep. And he also won the Indy Karting Classic, the Indianapolis Karting Classic up in Indianapolis this last weekend, and he was going against other drivers: Alex Tagliani, John Andretti, Austin Dillon. He didn't think he had a snowball's chance to win it because of his weight and all these other younger little guys. But he did.
I understand Hump Brothers are going to team up with Harvick.
They're going to be on for 2 nationwide races.
Ooh, oh, shoot. I wanted to see that.
They will also be, when he's in the 33 nationwide car, Hump Brothers will be on with him. And they will also carry, Elliott Sadler will also carry the Hump Brothers primary sponsor paint scheme at Chicagoland. In addition, the Nashville, Tennessee-based company will be associated sponsor throughout the nationwide series. So,
You ready for this?
I'm listening.
Okay. If we did not use the current points system,
If we used last year's,
but no chase, okay, just the points, Carl Edwards would have won, Harvick would have been second, Tony would have been third. Now, if they, let's see, if they used either one of the this format and the previous format, Tony would have won both of them
with the chase.
with the chase.
Well, he did win this year.
I understand that, but
So
if
if
he
it would have
used
been the old point system with the chase,
he'd have still won.
he would have still won.
So, out of the 3 different point system, Tony would have won 2 out of 3. So he still wins.
He
Go
still
figure.
won. He did a good job. There's no argument about it.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of different ways to squirrel this mess. Hey, yay. Oh, geez, that's way old stuff. Anywho, so that's interesting.
That's interesting. Other than that, there's nothing going on that I know of.
Well, were you reading from the silly season?
Yeah, it was. J-Ski silly season.
So far, Josh Wise will be the only Rookie of the Year candidate.
So far.
Kurt Busch is looking for a ride. David Gilliland is looking for a ride. Travis Kvapil is looking for a ride. Reagan, Rudeman, Vickers, J.J. Yaley. These guys are all going to be looking for rides this year.
Yeah, it's actually nothing new.
I mean, Yaley was driving the 55 car there at the end doing starting parks. Anybody in a Red Bull car, they're SOL.
Well, that's not necessarily true. They haven't announced that they're not going to run, but they are going to.
Now it's up for sale. They're not planning on running.
Up for sale.
They're not planning on running unless somebody buys it. Got any spare change?
Not.
I can hit the soda fund to see if we got
not
enough.
how much they're going to want for that thing. And it's a good team. There's some good cars. I mean, Casey Kane did a great job with it. Mark Martin going over for 25 races for Michael Waltrip, and I think Michael's going to run quite a bit. I think he's going to run more than he did a couple of years past.
Well, he's going to have all that. Do you know Buckshot Jones is still out there running around?
Yeah. And I will say 73 days, 18 hours, 5 minutes, and 30 seconds
Plus or minus.
to the Daytona 500.
Austin Dillon. And the number 98 Chevy.
In what?
That's Sprint Cup.
Yeah, he was going to run a couple.
Well, that's in Granddad's car. Grant Enfinger in the 93. 10 to 15 races and running the nationwide truck.
Which one's that at?
Brian Keselowski, still got a big question mark on him. Scott Riggs in the 81, owned by Ernie Elliott. Watch out for them engines.
Good motors.
Carl Long will tell you about that. Steve Wallace is still going to be in the 77s, or is going to be in the 77. Derek
What
Cope,
page are you
75.
on?
You got to just find this stuff.
Is that team driver chart?
Yeah, something like that. TJ Bell still in the 50. That's what we should give a call out to. We forgot to give a shout out to Hudson Hall. He has a baby on the way, or at least his wife does.
His wife does.
And if we do the math, this will make how many?
Third. He just got the 2 kids.
But his new wife has.
Yeah. Somebody wants to talk to you.
I'll tell you. Hey.
Ganassi re-signs McMurray. Brad is on Miller Lite. Jacques Villeneuve. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Martin Drive, Michael Walter. Interested in buying the team. No word if that'll happen. Red Bull plans to leave NASCAR at end of season. Jacques Villeneuve might be in one of the Red Bull cars. That'll be interesting. Casey Kane will, of course, be in the number 5 car for Rick Hendrick, Kenny Francis's crew chief. Ricky Stenhouse will be in a Ford for Roush Fenway. Don't know how many, don't know when.
Okay,
Marcus Ambrose,
no problem.
still at Richard Petty. Denny Hamlin has Darian Grubb with him now. That ought to be a good matchup. Casey will be back in the Geico car for Jermaine Racing. And Booty Barker as the crew chief. Tony, of course. Steve Annington's added to that. I'm just going down the list. Clint Bauer in the 5-hour energy drink car. What else? As of right now,
We'll have to get him.
Kyle is still in the 18.
All right, bye. Oh, I love it.
What?
That was Candace. She was trying to call Caleb and accidentally called me.
Is she calling in still?
Yeah, she's calling at 7:30.
You should have told her go ahead and call in. Now here's all that are rumored to go into the Shell Pennzoil car. David Reagan, David Rudiman, Brian Vickers, Sam Hornish Jr., Regan Smith, and A.J. Allmendinger.
Looks like
And this was updated today.
today.
Todd Gordon is the new crew chief. And
I like to see Dinger. What do you think?
Announced that it has reached multi-agreement driver Kurt Busch and his driver effective immediately. Busch signed through at least. See, he had just signed to drive through 2014. Future while Busch seeks new opportunities. Another restate. David Reagan, formerly Roush Fenway, signing 1-year deal. Know where Busch may end up. So, a couple of people that are hunting for it. Gordon's back in the 24. Alan
I would
Gustafson's
hope
still
so.
in,
I mean,
yeah.
geez.
Paul Menard's got Slugger. They're at Earnhardt. They're back. Who else has changed? Ooh, this now this would be a good sponsorship, and I kind of like this. Jeff Burton is going to have Wheaties on the car this year. I like that. 32 cars looking for a driver. 33 Austin Dillon. This is Austin's in the 33. We might see that 3 back in Cup. sometime soon.
That's going to be. I wonder how long they're going to actually wait till enough people have phased out the new senior. Hopefully. What do you think?
We'll see. He's running 3 in the nationwide.
Yeah.
So
Junior ran 3 in the nationwide too.
yeah. Dave Blaney will be back in the 36 car, and he did a good job with that in that Tommy Baldwin car.
Who's going to be in 36?
Dave Blaney.
Oh, Blaney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he did some really good qualifying, but the doggone they kept start parking.
And he didn't race that bad. No, Blaney ran.
Some of them he did. Some of them he started parking.
Yeah. And it probably depended on.
I mean, there were some he'd qualify like in the 10th to 15th spot in that race. He was starting park.
Yeah.
Granted, I understand the whole reason behind the starting park, but I'd like to see the man get out there and run. He's got a good car. Need to have some
As of
businesses
right
out
now,
there that Michael McDowell's still in the 66.
Yep.
There's a question mark in front of that.
That's about sponsorship.
Oh.
And that's a Phil Parsons, Randy Humphrey car. The 55 was the 00. So Mark Martin and Michael Waltrip, and to be announced, will be running that car.
Huh.
You know what? That was one thing I didn't see.
What? Mark Martin?
911, no 10 car.
Cup. Danica.
Yep. It's not on this list.
It's on the other one. Showed her running for Stuart Haas, Tony Stewart, Gene Haas, and Joe
TRG will be a Ford next. No, it shouldn't be a Ford. It says Ford, though.
Here you go. Go down to the next group.
Left the team before.
Go down to the next group.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading. No word of the driver who would drive, but Rudiman, Reagan, or Vickers could be candidates for the 71 car. Lally, Rookie of the Year, arrested. Changed to Ford from Chevy early this season at Texas. And there's nothing on the 77. Reagan Smith will be back in the furniture row, which I'm glad to see. I think
told
he
you
did a good job
77
on
was
that.
Steve Wallace. Now you're into the section that I'm reading from.
No, not yet. I'm getting down
Yes, you
there.
are.
Yeah,
Go back down.
yeah, I will. I'm reading this section right now.
Yeah, all that stuff you already know. See, there's Danica, Robbie Gordon, and keep going. You'll hit the 55.
There's Robbie.
Or the 77.
Supposed to be back in the 7. Danica in the 10. That's what I
Yeah.
was looking for.
I told you. Don't believe me. I
didn't see it up top. With Darian Grubb. Well, no. That can't be right.
And what? On Danica?
Yeah.
No.
That can't be right. Because Darian's gone, so they haven't. They
Yeah.
just haven't updated that.
Yeah, he's on the Gibbs boys now.
Yep.
Have to see if I have any better luck. Who was it? We got to figure out what to do for our Christmas show next week.
Oh, wow. That'll be kind of interesting.
Joe said he'd come up.
Well,
We'll have
we ought to
some
go
fun.
somewhere.
Yeah, everybody's going to be having parties.
See?
We can have our own. Right
Coke
here.
to run the sprint show car in this Gunsman now leading 37, leasing the number 37 team. No words of who will run. Derek Cope in 75, but Cope will run the 64 in the sprint showdown. 60 cars still open. Stephen Wallace possibly running the 77 car for a couple of races.
You know something? They have the silly season for the Sprint Cup. What do they got for the Nationwide Series?
No word on any plans. Scott Speed in the 55. Kevin Conway in the 97. Plans to run more in 2012. Unsure of series. Which series or what team. Conway ran 3 races for Nemco in 2011. Starting park. And then it says Austin Dillon down here at the bottom.
Yeah, 98 car.
Mike Curb and Richard Childress. 2 races of Kansas. Huh. I like that spot.
Now, if you want to meet some drivers, January 21st in Charlotte, there's going to be a preseason fan event. Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., 11 other top drivers. Tony Stewart apparently is going to be there too. 2-hour appearances at fan-centric all-day event located inside the Charlotte Convention Center.
That'll be packed.
Yeah, driver autographs, on-stage question and answer, and they're only going to do this for 2 hours, and they're going to have 12 drivers.
It'll be a cattle line.
They'll have driver and show car appearances, simulators, games, prizes, and a host of other fan-friendly and interactive activities.
Ought to be fun.
And let's see, 3-day NASCAR Acceleration Weekend from January 20th through the 22nd. You're going to have all sorts of events and activities, including previous legends of the sport. Does that mean I got to go too?
Of the Sprint Cup.
Oh, okay. Well, I was told I was a legend, so what can I say?
You're a legend in your own mind.
Hold it, it was on TV even. Ask Faith, she'll tell you.
Brendan Gaughan will
Because she liked to have, I think it's when she probably had her stroke, which when she saw that.
probably.
Oh, goodness.
Team visit nationwide.
What?
Oh, I'm just I'm just reading through. Candace by my son. Who was he?
Who, what, where, huh?
Oh, nothing.
ESPN 2.
2 to air NASCAR Sprint Cup Nationwide Series Seasons Reviews. That must be something new. There was just,
Hear about the president at Speed? Resigned?
Yep. But they didn't give no reason.
Probably because we were being too much of a conflict and too much competition for him.
Yeah, I don't think so. I thought it was health reasons. I had heard something earlier today.
Yeah. Well, I heard Langley's got some new stuff. I talked to Chuck Hall earlier, and they can't announce most of it yet till everything's signed in ink. You know how that goes.
Yep.
So there's apparently you're going to have some more good stuff going on at Langley Speedway. K&N races. I think they said something about the UARA races were going to be coming back.
I haven't heard.
Just hit speaker.
Let's talk racing.
Hey, what's going on?
Is this Candace?
Yes, it is.
I think it's somebody's imitating her. What do you think?
Why in the world would you say something like that?
Just to get you to get a chuckle on the startup? Come on now.
Well, how are y'all doing tonight? How was your Thanksgiving?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Just got home from working out. Long day at the shop and, you know, the usual.
The usual. What are we gearing up for?
For this next season or today?
Well, I tell you what. Let's start on next season, and then we'll get today here in a little bit.
Hold on. You might have some people that haven't heard about
I guess I'm pretty much on the E Series this next year, so I'm trying to run 4 or 5 races. Some of the bigger shows like Richmond, Iowa, Dover, New Hampshire. Hopefully Bristol. I think they've put that on the schedule. And probably Gresham if I can, get all the finances prepared. I'm actually probably going to rent out my late model this next year, just because I'm not going to be able to race it, and it's sitting there, and it's a good car, and I'm actually rebuilding it right now. We've been hanging the body on it the last few days, and I had it media blasted and everything, and so I got to change a few things, the firewall, and down by the pedal, I think I keep pushing the gas pedal so hard, it's wanting to come through it. So I need to change a few things on that, and I'm going to get it powder coated and just rebuild it so it's all nice and pretty and brand new again.
Cool.
And I'll run the big shows at the end of the year. I mean, I love running the Bobby Isaac and Dwight Huffman and, the bigger shows. I like longer races, which y'all know, at Hickory, so I'll definitely run those for sure. And so that's the plan as of right now.
Cool beans.
Are we planning on running a full K&N series?
I wish I could, but I can't afford it. So them guys are spending a lot of money to run that series, and I know you can do it on a smaller budget, but to do it right, I'd rather be selective with my races and go test and, really spend the money and the time and the effort to do well at those races instead of spread myself too thin and, not be prepared and not have the, adequate funds to be able to do it right.
Right.
So, I wish I could. I'm working on a few things. I got definitely 4 or 5 irons in the fire. So, we'll have to see what happens. I've been jotting around a lot of different ideas. I'd love to start my own driver development, for females. But that would require me getting out of the seat, and I'm not quite ready to do that yet. Maybe in the near future, that's not, a far stretch, and I get frustrated because I don't feel like there's enough females in our industry that help other girls. And, I'd like to be that girl, so we'll see. It's more of a 5-year plan than a, tomorrow plan, but I am talking to some people about maybe getting some stuff started there. So if it happens, great. Then I'll move with it, but I'm just not ready to get out of the car. I love racing too much.
Well, hopefully that somebody that's listening will be somebody that's in a position to say, hey, Candace, let's get together.
Well, I'd love that, but it's just, if I were to do something like that, I'd want to give 100%. And I can't do that if I'm worried about my racing, too. And, when I'm racing, I'm 100% dedicated to my racing. So it's kind of hard, if you got 4 other girls driving for you and you're like, I'm off doing my own thing. It's not really fair to them, and it's not fair to me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about for your racing.
No, I would love that. I know. I'm working on some stuff. Trust me, I've been getting self-educated over here on the social media, and I kind of get tired. I feel like no one can do for you what you can do for yourself. So I've actually been sitting down and reschooling myself and learning. Because, technically, if you went to college for marketing, everything's changed in the last 5 years anyway.
Right.
So we're all kind of in the same boat as far as new technology and new ways of getting your name out there. And, in some ways, it's kind of cool because, to push a button and send out an email, it's free. So if you can educate yourself and get a good marketing strategical plan, it's just right now that's kind of where I'm there's just so much that I've learned in such a short amount of time that's hard to it's you got to just put a roadmap and then just make out a list and then check them off one by one. But it's just you got to really think about everything, and you got to think of the tomorrow. You got to think of 3 months away. You got to think of the big plan, which is 3 or 5 years. So. I've, like I said, I've been frustrated with some things in racing as far as certain marketing people that I don't feel like are really doing their job, I guess. So I've kind of, always kind of done everything on my own, but what I've been doing ain't working, so that's why I went back to school.
What did you go back to school for?
Well, I mean, for this, on social media, I've been going to as many seminars and doing a lot of different online things that I can to just kind of self-educate myself. And, there's certain gurus out there that, have got it figured out, and they're doing really amazing on their social media. And I'm actually tied in with another deal that's not going to launch until January 31st, which I think could be a little bit of I know it's going to be a game changer as far as social media, so I'm really happy about being a part of that. I can't release anything yet, but I kind of can't wait until it all comes to fruition because it's going to be really exciting.
Well, cool.
Hey, with you guys, what's going on with y'all?
Oh, we're still cranking up, having a good time with all the stuff we've been doing.
Trying to stay alive.
Alive in the economy.
You've been right down in the middle of everything down there. What's some of the good word coming out of Charlotte?
I don't know if there's a whole lot. I just got on the phone with Pressley, and he's got 3 races in the Nationwide Series, so that was really good news. I really like him. He's, an amazing driver, and he's always helped me with everything. So, I mean, right now it's tough out of Charlotte. I mean, some people are doing really well, and some people aren't. So it's going to be interesting to see with the way the economy is, with what direction NASCAR and racing is going to go. I also own a construction company, so I've been putting a little bit of a nest egg in there and been working that quite a bit because, I mean, I think as racers, we spend a lot of money. We don't make a lot of money. So, you got to be able to do something to provide an income for you on a day-to-day basis. So I don't know what to tell you. I haven't really talked to a ton of people. I mean, most of the girl racers are in the same boat as I am. So that's why I was like, man, if we maybe all lump together and try to do something together, maybe it might be a better deal than just all of us individually trying to do it. So, I don't know what to tell you there. I mean, we're all working hard, I can tell you that.
Yeah. You got a new crew chief this year, didn't you?
I did, Chad Bryant.
How'd that work out? How is that working out?
So far so good. I mean, he gave me a great piece when I went to both tracks, and I mean, nothing fell off, so that's good. No, he's awesome. He's good. I mean, he's young, and he's trying to make a name for himself just like I am, so I think that's one thing that we have in common together, and we work really well together, and, I kind of give him the reins and kind of let him do whatever he wants to do. I'm at the shop every day, but I've been really diving into this marketing, and I went home for a while and worked with my parents and their company over Thanksgiving, so I was out of commission for about 2 or 3 weeks, kind of helping them. And so, I mean, no, it's been great. I mean, we're both over there working today, hanging that body and stuff, and just getting that late model prepared. And, I mean, if it was just me, I wouldn't really... I went to the new ARP bodies this year because they were really sweet and came up to me and gave me a little bit of a discount. At that last race at Hickory when we did well. I think we should have won that race, but I messed up on that last restart, so it was kind of my fault. But I got in the lead, like, we had 3 restarts or 4 restarts, and I got in the lead, and then them guys started crashing behind us, and then we had another restart, and I blew it on the last one. So, but I feel like we had the best car. We had the car to beat.
Cool. You always got to be there to win. Simple. Very straightforward.
Well, we got in a crash, like, I think it was 35 laps in, and then I got a flat, so I came from the back 3 times. So it was fun. I love long races, like I said. I wish it would have been a little longer. It was only 177 laps, which I wish it would have been like 200, because I know we would have had it. I usually save my tires and stuff, but Chad did an excellent job. I was really proud of him, and the car was awesome. We struggled and practiced there for a day, and we always come back to the way we unloaded, most likely. So, no, he gave me a great piece, and it was really fun. I ripped off the whole, side of my car on the driver's side, so I'm like, I got a great air conditioner. This is awesome.
Oh, gosh. So, now, have you been trying to target more of the database for feminine types of...
being a part of everything that I've become a part of here in Charlotte, I'm a part of the National Professional Business Women's group here.
Okay.
And I'm a part of NABO, so I've been meeting a lot of women-owned businesses in Charlotte, and honestly, sometimes women are not the nicest to other women in business, but I have been sweetly surprised here in Charlotte. All the ladies have been so supportive and so welcoming, and I'm actually, this next week we have a meeting, I'm taking down a bunch of hats, for the kids. I've got 4 huge bags full of crocheted beanies.
Right.
I'm going to go down and give those to the homeless children. Down there, one of the ladies that I work with, she does a deal for the shoes. So she provides shoes. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I'll give them hats for Christmas. And so, that's really cool. And, I've targeted a couple of ladies right now that I'm going to be hitting up in the next week. And they're actually in my network of women that I've become to know. And so, I have a lady, she's become one of my best friends. She has Women with Know-How magazine. That's an online magazine in Charlotte. And a lot of people are going to the digital video. So she has one of my videos in place of my ad, which is a really cool new way of getting your name out there and expressing who you are without having it just like a printed ad. And so, she's completely helped me a ton and connected me with a lot of women. And she actually just got an award for being one of the most influential women in Charlotte.
Cool.
So, it's been really cool, and I've been, with the construction side that I'm doing, I'm going after some stuff there as far as women-owned businesses as well. And so it's been really fun, and it's been cool, and we all meet once or twice a month, and I love being a part of all of everything that they do, because all those ladies, they're all go-getters, and we're all trying to make something happen, and whether or not it's been racing or it's been selling furniture, whatever it is, we're all have the same common goal. So that's what's really exciting and innovative about all of us getting together and putting our minds together and really helping each other. And so, every time we try to refer business to one of the ladies that's in our network, which that's really, it's an honor to be a part of it. So I've been, really excited about getting to know more and more of the ladies. So, in time, hopefully I'll know all of them here in Charlotte.
Well, the way you speak and all that, it won't take you very long.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. So what are y'all doing for Christmas?
Staying home. Homeward bound here. Going up to probably see my daughter up in South Boston. My daughters, I should say. And what about you? Are you staying down in Charlotte?
Yeah. I went home in Oklahoma for Thanksgiving, and so I worked on Thanksgiving with my parents. They work nonstop, so I had my fix there. So I got to go back actually after the new year. I get a new truck, so I'm so excited. But but no, I'm sticking around here and just keeping my head to the grind and working at the shop and getting everything prepared for the new year.
Well, good. And now, and this is kind of interesting. I'm sorry. I was talking to my daughter on Facebook too. She sent a funny little snippet here. Doc, you need to come and read this. You said you're going to do the big K&N races. Iowa. You were talking about Bristol. K&N has been running up here. Any chance of getting you up here to run?
Langley, yeah. I know, it's so funny. Everyone's like, it's a possibility. Hey, if Langley's willing to help me out, I'd be happy to come.
we might have to we might have to see what we can do about that.
All right. That would be wonderful. I love that.
Did you get that, Dot?
Yes, I got.
Candace, my oldest daughter, Danielle, lives up by Virginia Tech. And by the way, I'm sending out all my prayers to everybody up there. And
She sent you a message that she was
sent
expecting.
she sent me a message saying that she was expecting, I'm expecting 2 weeks. I know, I'm in shock. I can't believe it myself. Wasn't going to put it on here, but I wanted to make it official. I mean, who would have guessed that we were expecting? Yes, it's official. We are expecting Santa in 2 weeks. You caught that, didn't you?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. This is my oldest daughter. So, I'm sorry.
You see how the apples fall around the tree, right?
Yeah, I do. So, no, I would love to come out to Langley. Definitely see if y'all can help me out. That would be wonderful. I wanted to run my late model up there last year, and we just never could make it. With me doing the East Series, it kind of, took most of my attention.
Yeah.
There at the end of the year. But New Hampshire was cool, and Dover was amazing. That place is insane. I loved it. It was so fun.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it. On TV, it just does not even compare to what it is in reality. I mean, it's stupid fast, and it was so fun, and I cannot wait to go back. Can't wait.
Where would you say that was?
Dover.
Dover. Did you make it out to Iowa?
I didn't. No, I was behind getting my stuff prepared for that race. I would have loved to have been there and at Richmond last year, but Chad didn't come on until after that was over. So we had to build that car, and I really need to get another car. The car I have is a good piece, but I don't think it's a top 5 car. I think it's more of a top 10. It was great to get, some seat time in it and get a feeling of it and everything, but yeah, I could probably use a better piece.
So now we're going to have 2 cars this year.
We'll see. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm telling you, funding is hard to find. Some people are figuring out, and some people, it's just a struggle right now, our economy the way that it is, and, it's just tough. Everybody. All the teams that have been closing down back here. Some of your premier truck teams that you wanted to be on board with 2 years ago are out of business. So it's kind of frustrating, and it's kind of sad at the same time, but I've always been like, there's a will, there's a way, and you can make it happen if you want it to happen. You just got to work hard and make it happen.
You got to keep digging.
Right, basically. Yeah. So, I'm not a quitter, and I'm not going to give up. So, that's just kind of where I'm at. But at the same time, I like having, Titan Project Services that I can rely on to help bring in some income. And, if I work it hard enough, heck, I might be able to sponsor myself.
There you go. Yeah. You said you got the construction business, and I don't see that going anywhere anytime soon.
No, we've actually been covered up. We've been really busy, and I've been out, driving the dump truck and working a skid steer and got my hard hat on and kind of learning the business. So it's been really, really exciting. We're starting a new helical piers, building reconstructing foundations that are broken. We're going to start that this spring, so I'm really excited about that. So, just like most racers, you got to have a day job to make it.
Yeah.
So I've never been fond on working for other people, so this is a perfect fit for me. I love business, and I love entrepreneurship. My parents raised me that way, and it's just the way I've always known it to be, so. Yeah.
We're going to have to talk. We'll have to talk about the Iowa deal. I got some ideas for you, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them. We'll get hooked up here in the next couple of weeks.
That would be awesome. I'd love that.
So we might be able to help you out with that deal.
That would be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I would love that. And I got Caleb calling in at 7:45.
I was just getting ready to tell you, we might as well let you get off the phone so you can remind him.
Oh, you can stick us on at the same time. We're good fellow racers together. Actually up for the most popular driver in the UARA stars right now, so I'm really proud of him. Oh, and hey, I came out with my new T-shirt.
Oh, cool.
Which I have never gotten one.
I know, I just got them. It took me a minute to get it all finalized and done. But yeah, I did get them in, and I'm going to have a shopping cart up on Facebook and on my website, CandaceRacing.com, shortly, like within the next few days. I've been working really hard on that. And my web lady, she knows how to put it on Facebook, so it's like, sweet. So I'm really excited. I sold like 100 back home. And I was only there for, a little bit. I didn't get them in until just like 2 weeks ago. So I'm really excited. They're cool. And I'm not trying to make any money. I just want to order more merchandise. Like I want to get some new hoodies and some girl shirts and, some cool stuff for my fans. So I'm just really looking forward to flying them off the shelf so I can order more merchandise. So I'm really excited about them. I think they came out great. Omega Graphics did an amazing job for me. So it was really cool.
Well, good. Before we let you go, you got to go through. I know you've got sponsors. I know you've got people that have helped you out for a long time, and we need to give them a shout out.
Manali Landscaping, Air Wrecker Service, Titan Project Services. I just got endorsed by Process Pink. So that's really cool. It's, they're giving back to the breast cancer awareness. So I'm really excited about doing some stuff with them this next year. And Curry Enterprises. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to run my East car because I wouldn't have had a rear end. So I think they're great friends of mine, and they've supported me all the way, and I really appreciate all their support and help. So thank you.
And that's good. And Mom and Dad, you can't forget about them.
No, I love my mom and dad. They know that. But, my mom and dad, they're back in Oklahoma working their fannies off like usual. So I'll give a shout-out for them, and I'll get to see them here after the new year.
Okay, well, and you have, and I'm sure we probably won't talk to you, maybe we will, but you have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay.
And we'll be talking to you right after the first.
Sounds wonderful. Well, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't get to talk to you.
All right, you too. You take care, Candace.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Tommy.
Hi.
I have to use the bathroom.
Tommy showed up. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, finally.
You had to find the bathroom.
No, he does.
There's always the bushes out back. It's dark.
Well, my daughter got online, and I was talking to her.
Oh, he'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. A broke car. What a way to have a December.
Oh, yeah.
So what you think prognosis? Is that little freaking sensor?
I hope that's all it is. I mean, if we get into electrical problems, then I don't even want to go there with one of those.
Anywho, so you looking forward to the races coming up this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll set the phone over there to see who it was. I hate when that happens. Let's talk racing.
Yes, this is Caleb Pressley. Candace is wanting me to call in tonight.
Caleb Pressley. Why does that name sound familiar? How you doing tonight, Caleb?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, we just finished talking with Candace there.
Alrighty.
Trying to hook her up with some Iowa help for the K&N series.
That's nice.
Okay. This is, I believe, your first time you've been on the show.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give everybody a brief bio about how you got into racing, where you started at, all that good stuff, and then we can go on after that.
Alrighty. Well, my name's Caleb Pressley. Come from a racing family. My grandfather was Bob Pressley that run all around on the short tracks, and my uncle was Robert Pressley that was in the Cup Series at one time and run trucks and all that. And I've just been in the racing family, and I'm 22 years old and trying to run last year in the UARA Series and trying to put some deals together to do it again for 2012 and try to run for a championship and stuff.
Cool. Now, if memory serves me correct, you got, Rookie of the Year?
No, we didn't run for Rookie of the Year. We run the whole tour. We run 11 of the 15 races and ended up 9th in the points. We was doing pretty good, then kind of run low on funding there towards the end of the year. Some sponsor stuff didn't come through for some of the bigger, like Rockingham races and all that. But still had a pretty good year, put a lot of good runs together.
Cool. I was trying to remember. Candace had said that she thought you had won something, and I thought she had said it was Rookie of the Year, so my apologies.
Yeah, and now in 2008 we won a late model stock championship in Newport, Tennessee, and kind of ventured off from there after we done that, and kind of doing the tour deal now with the UARA and trying to get some more experience at different tracks and just having a lot of fun and getting a lot of seat time everywhere.
Good deal. Now, what did you start first racing in when you started? Since you've been in the racing family, I don't think you just jumped right into a UARA or a late model, did you?
No, I didn't. We actually had some go-karts back when I was 7, and we run them and won some Tennessee and Virginia state championships and stuff, and run some that WKA karting series, and won a couple just local championships in go-kart. And then I kind of moved up and got a ride just driving a street stock car for a guy, just kind of a deal that we kind of threw together there for a couple of years, and just got some seat time. Then we built our own late model stock stuff and just been doing that for about the past 5 years on our own.
Good. Now, after the street stock, what did you go into?
Yeah, after the street stock, I run that for 3 years with the same guy. Then we built a late model stock car and went straight to late model right after that.
Now, where did you race at?
We run at Tri-County, and they're right outside of Hickory, North Carolina.
Right.
And that's where we run our street stock every week. And took it to Newport, Tennessee a couple times, but mostly at Tri-County, went for a championship there and ended up second 2 times and third once.
Cool.
And then we built a late model stock car and just, kind of run at Newport and Hickory and Tri-County, just some stuff right around here in North Carolina and Tennessee.
So what'd you think of the Hickory track?
I like it. It's historical. It's a lot of big names have been there, and I'd like to, be able to put my name there. So I won a championship, and I like it. I've struggled there in the past, but we put some real good runs together there this past year in the UARA, tried some new things, and it paid off for us.
Good deal. Now, what? All right. So you're trying to get another thing running for this year. Have you already got some sponsors lined up already, or existing ones that are following you?
We got an existing sponsor that helped us a lot this past year, and they're on board again for next year. And we've secured about 8 races, I guess, and trying to work on sponsorship for some more. We'd like to run all the races and try to, win a championship, because we only run 11 of them, and we was pretty competitive and ended up 9th, and we missed 4 races. So we feel like if we could put the runs together that we did this year or next year competitive and get a win or 2 in it, that we could, have a chance at it.
Now, did the UARA finish up at Rockingham this year, or did they even run Rockingham this year?
Yeah, they run at Rockingham, and that's where they're going to end up again next year at Rockingham. That's kind of like their season ender. They kind of like to crown their champion there.
Cool. Now, did you get to run there?
No, we didn't. We didn't go there either time. Just for the money that it cost and all that. We didn't. We had the sponsorship, and we kind of went where the sponsors wanted us to race, and that just the guy that we had helping us, or the company we had helping us, that was just 2 that they didn't really want to do. So that was 2 of them that we set out. I mean, I'd like to go there. It's just it's a big expense and all that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I've been to a couple of the races down there, and usually for the weekend to do the UARA, and then the what was it used to run after them? Pro Cup? No.
They run the K&N or the Pro Cup cars there.
Right.
Used to be the old Hooters Pro Cup. I think they still call it Pro Cup or something. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
USAR Pro Cup.
Yeah, USARA Pro Cup.
Yeah.
There was it'll hit me later on. Oh, the ARCA series.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would. I think it was usually in October they ran together.
Yeah.
Same weekend. That's what it was. So I remember I had to think back. I remember Parker Klingman and Johanna Long and some of the others that I interviewed back when they were still running ARCA.
Yeah.
So, in fact, if you ever go follow our stuff, we've got a couple of rather funny videos. You go to YouTube and look up something called the Pit Stop from Hell,
Okay.
And you may even know the driver because he was in the UARA. It took a pit stop 2 minutes and 40 seconds
Really?
to change one tire.
Wow. Not real good, is it?
You have to watch. It's got a few thousand views already.
Oh, well, I'll get on there and look at it.
Anywho, you going to get back in your spot over here, Matt? 'Cause
No.
I got other things I was originally going to be doing here.
I'm talking to my daughter. You're doing a
and
great
she
job.
already pulled your knickers on telling you she was expecting.
Yeah, well,
That was hilarious.
Oh God, you have to.
Did you read it?
Did
I saw parts of it.
were you listening to any of this beforehand, Caleb, or you just got the cold call?
No, I just got the phone call from her. I'm actually, we're setting up a race car right now, trying to get one ready. We're testing at Hickory Saturday with the boys. Some stuff that I work on.
Uh-huh.
So we're actually working on that car right now. And she called earlier, and I'm like, well, I think I can get around to it. Then something happened to my phone. I lost the phone number to it. Y'all, and I was like in a mad panic because I told her I would do it, and I didn't want her to think that I'd stood y'all up or something. So she just sent me the number back, and I called. So.
Well, I'll take and keep your number, and we'll take and put you on our list so we can call you in the future when you got a little more time and a little bit more relaxed atmosphere to take and sit down and have a good time with us.
Anytime you want to call, just call, and we'll talk, shoot the breeze, and run.
Matt, would you settle down back there? He's
No.
he's
You're doing a
crazy.
great job. I'm producing tonight.
Oh
Just
God,
right on
you're
go.
producing my headaches already. I
being
can
mad.
tell you. Over there starting to play with the video feeds and
I
everything.
wasn't touching nothing.
You was on the mouse. That's all it took. Oh, he thinks he's going to graduate and become a producer now instead of a host.
I
I'd
hope he
rather
does.
host than produce.
So now, how far have you traveled so far in your racing?
We go this year with the tour. We went to Colburn, Virginia, at Lonesome Pine Speedway. We went to Concord, Hickory, Tri-County, Fort. We just ride around here. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. We went to Greenville, Pickens. Just right around here. They try to keep it close. The tour, they're about 5 hours max on a drive for us.
Well, I think there was some rumor that Langley Speedway may be having the UARAs running this coming year.
Yeah, that's been the rumor. They come out, they released their tentative schedule today, and it's not on there, but they've got 2 dates it's just not announced yet. So I don't know. They hadn't really said what they're working on for them 2 dates. So, it's possibly that it could land at one of them.
Cool. Yeah, we'd love to have you come up and be able to visit with us.
Yeah, where are y'all located at?
Hampton, Virginia.
Right there, we're not far from Langley. We're about 10 minutes down the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We always have a good time with the people that come in. That's one of the nicest things we hear from the teams, is that whenever they've come there, they always want to come back because you treated like as if you were Sprint Cup classification.
Yeah, that's what's nice.
The track always does a really good deal with the drivers. They take them out, usually go get something to eat when they first come in.
Cool.
I mean, the track is really nice to the visiting team, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, maybe one weekend or something that we're off or ain't got nothing to do, we can come up there and do something with y'all.
Cool.
Come on.
Sounds good. Come up on a Wednesday night. We'll put you live on the TV.
All righty. Well, just save my number and send me stuff whenever y'all want to do something.
All right. I'll take it when we're done with the show later on. I'll go ahead and text you with the link so you can watch and listen to yourself.
All righty. I'd appreciate it.
All right. Go ahead and let's go ahead and let you get running here because I know you got to go do some more work on the car. Go ahead and run through your sponsors and anybody else you want to throw in there to give a shout out to.
I just want to thank my dad. He's a big part of it. He helps me do this deal, and just all the guys on my team. J&W Tire. We support Drive for 32 for the Virginia Tech deal. Just some little sponsors that help us every now and then. A little bit here, a little bit there. So not really no big stuff that we run on our car, but I want to give a big shout out to J&W Tire. They're my main deal out of North Carolina here. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't do it. I don't know. They love racing and all that, and I'm just glad that they want to put their name on my stuff. Trying to do this deal with me.
You got to get started somewhere, and So do the sponsors. They got to get their name out there, and so they want, of course, the driver they're going to work with to be up there in the top running, so get more noticeable.
They do, and I'm glad that they picked me. You know, they're confident that I can get the job done for them, advertise for them. So I'm thankful for that.
All right. Well, we'll also look for you, see if we can find you on Facebook, and probably friend you on there too as well.
Yeah, I'm on there, just Caleb Pressley. 2 S's.
All right. Well, you have a good night, and it was enjoyed having you on here with us.
You too. I appreciate your time.
All right. Have a good one. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas too.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Yo, keep it down in the background over there. Jeez. I have to put him outside and lock the doors or something.
I'm surprised you let him in.
Every once in a while, he snuck in while I was out running around on the roads visiting the wife.
Mm-hmm.
So, and, Lamont, he just lets any old critter walk in the door. But then again, he did walk in before we had a chance to close up for the night. Feels like a long lost puppy. That's what it was.
Yeah. Don't feed the strays.
Oh, geez, they want to come back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching Let's Talk Racing tonight. Well, Matt, since you're going to be doing the producer thing, you better go over and click the next thing then.
I will pull on.
Other side.
Do you know what you got to click?
I need to cue.
Don't click on that.
That's the lead in.
Don't click on that. You ain't even got it on the screen yet, but you got to click on
Right
it.
there. At the
No. See the bar to the right a little bit?
Yeah.
Push it up. Top left. Click on Natalie. Good night, everyone. And click on Q.
Hi, my name is Natalie Sather. I drive the 94 K&N Lady Eagle Safety Wear, Butler built seats, bell helmets, hooker harness seat belts, number 94 at South Boston Speedway. Be sure to listen to Let's Talk Racing TV.
I'm Sam Hunt, drive a 42 car on the thing, Let's Talk Racing.
Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, I'm Robert Richardson Jr., driver of the number 23 Dodge Challenger for R3 Motorsports in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, and you're watching Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Timothy Peters, driver of the number 17 Toyota NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Let's Talk Racing is brought to you by PC Doctors, Computer Sales and Services. This doctor still makes house calls. And also Hampton Incredible Tees and Signs, both located at 1248 North King Street in Hampton, Virginia.